and welcome to Life in Envelopes. I am Jennifer Bleacher. This channel is all about planning, budgeting, paying off debt, and hopefully one day retiring early. So if those are topics that you are also interested in, then please subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you along on this journey. I am so excited to bring this to you today. Today we are going to be setting up my budget workbook for the year 2021. Woohoo! It feels so good to say 2021, you guys. Almost like the light at the end of the tunnel. Okay, so this is the Budget by Paycheck workbook by the Budget Mom. And it is a pretty big planner. This is I think 8.5 by 11 and has a huge coil. You know, I'm not crazy about huge coils, but I do not mind in this one because I've gone through this book several times already and it has everything I need. And so I don't mind the big coil. It needs to be big to hold all the stuff that I need. Okay, so let's just jump right in. First of all, this cover is nice and sturdy and it's slick, so if you spill something on it, it'll be easy to clean it off. I did not have this workbook last year, so I know there were some problems with the coil that they had last year, and they've made it an upgrade. So this is a new coil. So here is a note by Kamiko, from Kamiko, who is the Budget Mom. So let's start here on this page. This work belongs to, and I did make some stickers for myself. I'm not doing the whole thing in stickers. And I just made these for myself. I normally do offer custom stickers on my Etsy shop, but I'm taking a break from that for a little while. I just have way too much going on and I cannot fill orders in the time that I'd like to fill them. So I'm just taking off my custom stickers for the time being. Okay, so this workbook belongs to, and I made a sticker, but I may have made it too big. Let's see. Nice, it fits. This workbook belongs to Jennifer Bleacher, and I also made a sticker with my Instagram handle, Life in Envelopes. Yay, it looks good. I had to zoom you guys, I had to like lift my camera up so far to get this whole notebook in here, so I'll try to remember to bring it closer for you to see what I'm doing. And then down here it says, if found, kindly contact. And I decided to just put my email address there so they could just email me if they find it. Oh, it's going to fit too. I was afraid it was going to be too big. So my email address is jbleacher@gmail.com. I am old enough that I was lucky to get my name on my email address. That email address is over 20 years old. Okay. Let's go to the next page. By the way, all of this is so helpful. These are directions on how to use each section of this workbook, and it's been very helpful. And I can tell I'm probably going to go back and look at it more closely as I do different things throughout the year. Very, very happy with it. Okay, so this first sheet here is my financial goals, and she has it broken down. You can do your financial goals within 1 year, within 5 years, and then within 10 to 15 years. And I think this would be a really good exercise for me to do, but I need more time to contemplate and plan that out, so we are not going to be doing that today. Over here, we have memberships and subscriptions, reminder worksheet. Here's my little notes to myself. So you have due date, description, annual cost, monthly cost. I only have 2, so let's add those right now. So my first one is Sam's Club, and you guys totally don't need stickers. I'm just being a little extra right now. Let me zoom you in while we do this. Okay, so we have Sam's Club and Amazon. I'm just going to skip a line because I made the stickers a little big. Okay, to anything I write in here, I think I'm going to use my new erasable pen. That way, if I make any mistakes, I can erase them. So Sam's Club is due in October. It costs $100. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put aside $5 a paycheck. We get 2 paychecks a month. That's $10 a month. Over 12 months is $120. So that should be plenty enough to cover Sam's Club. So $5 a month. Okay, Amazon is due in December. And it is this about the same amount, about $100. I can't wait to pay it this year to see what it actually is, because I think it's a little more than $100, but we're going to do the same thing, $5 a paycheck, 2 paychecks a month. So that's it for my memberships and subscriptions. Okay, next page. Oh, my notes. Okay, so this is really awesome. These next several pages go together. This is your yearly savings goals, also known as sinking funds. I was a little confused by that because I'm so used to calling them sinking funds, but she does explain at the beginning of the book in those pages where she does all the directions that yearly savings goals are sinking funds. So she has room here for 8 sinking funds. I have more than 8 sinking funds. So that's not going to work for me. So you can see here she has like January, beginning balance, plus minus ending balance, and then all of your 8 goals. And then she also has, on the next page, a really fun way to track your goals. So you can color the leaves as you put your sinking fund deposits throughout the year, and then you get to color the top once you reach your goal. I love all of this. I love this graphic. I love the way she's laid this out here, but it's not going to work for me because I have more than 8 sinking funds. Now, what I'm decided to do for myself is I will continue to use my sinking funds worksheets that I've created that are in my Etsy shop because they work for me. So what I'm going to do here, I don't want to waste any space. This is really going to upset some people, sorry. I'm going to remove this page. And I'm going to glue or tape these 2 together. That way I only have the pages I'm actually using available to me. It's just the way I like to do it. I know it's probably very upsetting for some people to see me do that. Okay, so let me get some tape and put those together. Okay, so now I can easily flip to the next section that I'm actually using, and I don't have to worry about those pages in the middle that are not going to be applicable to me. Okay, so this next section is your yearly spending overview. So she has income totals at the top, and then all the months where you can write down your income totals. And then you have this nice long page for expense categories. I will not fill this page. I don't have that many expense categories. We're going to add those in just a minute. But then you actually get to write down how much you spend in each category through the month, and it does cross over 2 pages. So this is a really cool tool. I don't have anything like this in my Etsy shop. So this is a brand new tool that I'll be using, and I'm excited about it. I think it's a good one. So I'm going to start by putting down all of my expense categories, and then that's really all we're going to do today. So let's go ahead and get that done. Again, I'm going to be using stickers I made in my shop, but totally unnecessary. You can just write them out. You don't need to have stickers. So I'm going to start with my fixed expenses, which for me are bills and debt. So I'm going to put those first. That's what it looks like. Okay, next I am going to add my variable expenses, and I'm going to start with the variable expenses that I had last year. I will continue having those this year, but there will be more expenses, and I'll go over the new categories in just a minute. So my expenses are food, gas, miscellaneous. Those are my variable expenses. Okay, so I have 3 new categories: teaching, lawn care, and medical. Those are all expenses that came out of miscellaneous last year, but they are big enough expenses on a regular basis that they need to have their own line and their own color and their own category. Okay, so that's where we are. Expense categories, all done. See, I have this whole page left, so you have plenty of space to add more if you need more. I do love the way that turned out. Very nice. Okay, next page. Also, these are products this is a product I do not have in my shop, so it's new to me, but I'm very excited about it. This is your yearly balance overview. So you have your savings balance in all of the months, and it goes across both pages, your debt balance, your retirement balance, and your net worth. Now, I need to learn more about retirement balance and net worth, so I'm not going to worry about those two right now, but I will be tracking my saving balance and my debt balance. For me, I call my saving balance my seeking funds. And the debt balance is what I call my debt snowball. So that's what, if you've been watching me this year, that's what I would call them, sinking funds and debt snowball. So this is really cool. On the bottom part of the page, you can choose one of these categories that you want to track and put the title here, and then each month you color in the balance so you can actually see how your goals are going in a visual way. And I really love that, and I'm excited to use this page. So the two categories I've decided to track are sinking funds and debt snowball. So I'm going to lay these two labels down right now. That is so cool. So that is super cool, and I am really looking forward to updating this throughout the year. Okay, so next we have a bill tracker. Again, a product I don't have in my shop, and I love this idea. So you write down the due date, the bill, the amount due, the way you pay. Is it auto, which I love that you can just see what's auto and what's not auto, and then every month you pay it, you put a check mark or cross it off or color it or however you want to do it. But then you can see easily if you have paid your bills for each month. I love that. Such a great idea. So what we're going to do right now is write down all of my fixed expenses. So all of my bills and all of my debt, which, if you have followed me, are my pinks and purples. That's the way I describe them. But here is my monthly budget, which I've done on a spreadsheet. So all these pinks and purples are my bills and debt, and I'm going to put those down here now. I don't have stickers for this, so I'm just going to have to write them, which is no big deal. Something I was thinking about is, here, I'll show you. So we get 2 paychecks a month, and then we have certain bills that we have to pay within that time period. So instead of putting down the actual due date, I'm just going to put the paycheck it's going to come out of. And again, I'll be using my erasable pen, so if I don't like that, I can change it later. So I'm going to zoom you in and speed you up. Okay, I'm going to write down all of my fixed expenses for the check that comes in on the 20th. I decided to save a few lines in between the two checks just in case something new comes up this year that I need to add. Okay, so now I have all of my fixed expenses listed. I am going to go in now and highlight the ones that are pink and the ones that are purple so that I can see that. I'm also going to highlight the ones that don't come out automatically so that I know I need to go in and physically pay these bills. I like how many I do have that come out automatically. It's fun to see because it just makes my life easier when these fixed expenses just come out automatically. So I'm going to go ahead and add the color right now. I'm just going to be using highlighters to do that. Okay, and there we have it. My bill tracker is set up for 2021. And the way I discern between what I consider a debt and what is a bill is if it's something that's going to be paid off and I won't have to worry about it once I'm in retirement, I consider that a debt. If it's something I still have to continue to pay the rest of my life, even once I'm retired, those are bills. They're never going away. So these pink ones eventually will be off of my monthly fixed expenses. And I think that's like the point. When I make enough to cover my purples and all my pinks are paid off, that's when I can safely retire. Well, there's a lot more that goes into it, but that's one of the indicators. Okay, so as far as this sheet goes, medical bill, I do like that there is a separate medical bill tracker, even though I have included 2 medical bills over here. I like that because medical bills are just a little bit different. For one thing, there's no interest on them. So but the problem is with my son's medical condition, We have multiple medical bills going to different places, so one sheet is not enough. She does give you the option at the beginning with the directions. She gives you a link and a code where you can print off more of these, which is awesome. So I'm trying to decide if I'm going to do that or not, and if I do I put them in a notebook? Do I glue them to these extra pages here? I could even use this one if I need to. I haven't quite decided on that. So my workbook is set up now for the year 2021. Yay! But it is December, so I am going to go ahead and start using this right now in December. And I'm going to get all of this set up in my next video, which will be coming out tomorrow. I will set up my December budget, so if that is something that you would like to see, then come back tomorrow and check it out. If you enjoyed this video, will you please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all again next time. Bye everyone! I just wanted to give a quick shout out and big thank you to all of my PR friends, Cara Jo Plans, The Mom Life, Quedema, JoeysPlans, and Asia Cierra Budgets. Thank you guys so much for supporting my channel. I've put a link to their channels in the description box below. Please go check them out. Thanks for watching everybody. See you again next time. Bye!